If you own or manage a car dealership and are looking for a marketing agency for car dealerships, this video is for you. Because before you choose an agency or decide you need one, you should understand how dealership marketing actually works. What literally separates a good agency from a bad agency, and what a dealership marketing agency should be doing for you as a dealership. Okay, so why is dealership marketing different? Well, marketing for a car dealership is not the same as marketing for other businesses. Your inventory changes constantly, your sales cycles are completely unique, and leads don't automatically just turn into sales. This is why dealership marketing requires a different approach. One that understands how buyers actually shop, how dealers operate, and how marketing supports your sales process. Okay, so let's talk about how buyers actually shop in today's market. Car buyers don't follow a straight line anymore, meaning they might see your dealership on social, search for you on Google a few days later, watch a video online, and then only then submit a lead through the third party of its choice. That's why relying on a single channel or inconsistent marketing leads to poor results. Effective dealership marketing meets buyers at multiple different points of the buying process and helps them build familiarity over time with their brand. And familiarity builds trust. And keeping up with that kind of buying journey is exactly where marketing starts to get complicated for dealerships. Let me put this into perspective for you. Let's say Sarah is casually looking to replace her SUV. She's not technically in market yet. She's just scrolling Instagram one night, looking at all the different posts. She then sees a short ad from ABC Motors talking all about trade-in values and how they're at an all-time high. She doesn't click it, she literally just watches it and then just keeps scrolling. A few days later, Sarah's car starts making some noises. Now it's getting real for Sarah. She then goes to Google and searches best used cars near me. Guess who shows up? ABC Motors, because she's already seen them before. She clicks around the website but still doesn't fill anything out. But she has a couple of vehicles that she's potentially interested in. So later that weekend, she starts watching YouTube reviews online. And before she starts watching those videos, another ABC Motor ad pops up. This one's showing real inventory and a real salesperson talking. Now, something is officially starting to click with Sarah. And she says something like, wait, I've seen these guys a few times. 2 days later, she searches ABC Motors directly on Google. Goes back to the site, this time finds a vehicle she wants and submits a lead. From a dealership's perspective, this looks like it's just a website lead. But at the end of the day, Sarah saw you on social media. She saw you on a third-party website. She saw you while looking at YouTube reviews online. She saw you in multiple different touch points that eventually led her to go back to your website and submit a lead. The story here is every single customer goes through a buying journey. It takes 62 plus touch points in the modern era to have a customer purchase a car from you. You need to own the majority of those touch points to eventually influence the customer enough to have them buy a car from your dealership over your competitors. The best way to do this is own attention, stay relevant, stay top of mind, and follow customers no matter where they're going. Because at any moment of the stage, you can now influence that customer to want to take action with your dealership. Okay, so why do dealers need a marketing agency? Most dealerships don't struggle because they aren't marketing. They're struggling because marketing today requires multiple different platforms, consistent messaging across the board, ongoing optimization, no more set it and forget it, and then you're just magically going to get results. There's no silver bullet in marketing. I can promise you that. And then the ability to connect marketing with actual real results. Trying to manage literally all of that internally on top of running a dealership quickly becomes massively overwhelming. And that is why dealers tend to turn to marketing agencies, not to just run ads, but to bring strategy, structure, and consistency to their marketing for their dealership. All right, so what should a marketing agency actually do for your dealership? A good marketing agency for your dealership should help you be visible everywhere your clients are actually shopping, stay consistent before, during, and after the busy months, and then support your sales process, not work against it. Real dealership marketing isn't about reacting when sales slow down. It's all about building momentum ahead of time. So your marketing works with your business, not just in small spurts across different months. When your dealership's marketing isn't built this way, that's when dealers normally start to feel something is off. Because at the end of the day, anybody can build an ad. And anybody can also just run a cookie cutter process and massively produce this out to every single dealership. But everybody's doing the same exact thing. How can you be any different than your competitors and expect yourself to stand out in any way? You need an agency who will understand you and can help control your narrative and become the best in your market. All right, so let's talk about lead quality versus lead quantity. This is one of the most common frustrations dealerships have. We're getting leads, but sales aren't matching up. It's usually not a volume problem, it's a quality problem. When your marketing only covers one stage of the buying process, it literally is only going to attract low interest shoppers. When your marketing then supports the full buying journey, it can then nurture and attract buyers who are closer to making a buying decision, and then overall, who actually convert better. And that's exactly where omnipresence style ads will come in. Being seen everywhere and following your customers around is so important in the modern age of marketing. So why does omnipresence marketing matter so much? Most dealerships don't lose sales because shoppers don't know they exist. They lose sales because they aren't top of mind when the customer's ready to act. Car shoppers don't wake up one day and then just submit a lead. No, they research. They scroll through social media, they look at reviews, they compare different models out there, which sometimes can take weeks, and sometimes they might just be waiting for the right moment or opportunity to happen. But the dealership they see consistently throughout the process of all the research they're doing starts to feel familiar for them. And familiarity builds trust. Owning more touch points across the buying journey is gonna help you sell more cars. That's why omnipresence marketing is so powerful for your dealership. It literally keeps your store visible before the buyer's ready. So when they are, the obvious choice is right in front of them, and it's you. All right, let's talk about the difference. So there's omnipresence and then there's random marketing efforts. When most dealerships think marketing, they think boosting posts or just doing what everyone else and you can just set it and forget it. They might also be thinking running ads only when sales are slowing down, turning campaigns on and off, all based on the previous month's performance. The problem is that type of marketing is reactive marketing. Omnichannel marketing is fully proactive. It helps your dealership stay visible constantly, not just turning on ads when things feel slow. Instead of chasing leads when you're in a slump, you're building awareness to your audience before it's time to buy. So leads stay steadier, sales feel more productive, and marketing truly stops feeling like a guessing game. This is how your dealership can shift from short-term fixes to long-term growth. All right, let's talk about a good versus a bad dealership agency. Here's where the differences really start showing when you're hiring a marketing agency. A bad dealership marketing agency will treat every single platform differently, runs overall discounted campaigns, only gonna be focused on vanity metrics or surface level metrics, and just kind of feels expensive without having any clarity around what their product actually is. Also, most of their ads are cookie cutter. And if you pulled up your competitors and looked at all of your different competitors around you, I can guarantee you that all of your guys' ads look exactly the same. So as I said before, if you're all gonna be running the same ads, how can you expect to perform any different than any of your competitors if you're not gonna do something different? A good dealership marketing agency will understand how all the different platforms need to work together as an ecosystem to help push overall consistency across multiple different channels, build consistency around the buyer's journey for multiple different channels, focuses on visibility, messaging, and overall trust for your dealership, and helps your marketing overall feel predictable instead of straight up frustrating. Your marketing agency should also be over communicative, bringing stuff to your attention, being truly proactive, and helping you guide your way through all the different processes and videos and content and materials to actually see true growth with your dealership. That difference is what separates wasted ad spend from long-term growth. And those differences matter even more when a dealership starts thinking about growth and scaling. Okay, so last but not least, what different types of marketing do agencies offer? Not all marketing agencies for car dealerships are built to support growth. A more hands-off or a lower cost agency might offer you basic ad management, meaning that they're launching templates or something like that for you. Minimal strategy, they won't be proactive about things, but if you give them feedback, they might make a few tweaks and overall give you suggestions. Limited communication, you're gonna call them 3, 5, 10 times and no one's gonna pick up the phone, but eventually they might get back to you via email or call you the next month over, just because those CSMs are just working so many different clients at once, they don't have time to give you white glove service. And overall, they might just have a set it and forget it strategy, meaning that they just want a volume game of dealerships. The more dealerships they have, the more money they make and the less employees they have, and hopefully that the churn really doesn't get affected because their cost is so low and people just want to kind of set it and forget it, and they're like, hey, we're checking the box, we're doing the thing, and we're just running ads. This kind of strategy can work for some dealerships, especially if they just want to maintain what they're doing or their current strategy is actually working. But when it comes to scaling, the limitations that I just talked about will actually show up pretty quickly because there'll be so many problems. A true marketing partner or strategist is literally built to support your growth as a dealership. And they should be helping you plan ahead instead of reacting to slow months. They're gonna look at how all your platforms need to work together to build an ecosystem to eventually see growth in sales. They adjust your overall strategies as budgets, inventory, staff, or all the different things in your dealership's ecosystem might change. And they help your overall marketing become more predictable as your dealership scales. The difference isn't just price, because anybody can truly run an ad. It's whether your marketing can help you grow and you have people in your seat that can help you change processes, make things easier for you guys, give you guys these resources and tools and strategies and have conversations with you to actually help you move the needle and sell more cars. That's what a good marketing agency will do. So if you're looking for a true marketing partner built specifically for car dealerships, that's where DealerSmart comes in. We're literally a marketing agency for car dealerships that's truly focused on strategy, consistency, and just long-term growth in selling cars, not quick fixes. So as you do your research to find the best marketing agency for your dealership, keep these tips in mind. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our team. And as always, please subscribe for more amazing content like this. And make sure you visit dealersmart.com for more information or just book a demo with our team.